I'm going to safely assume that you've never been in this situation before where you've been broken up with abruptly by someone who made you feel like they were your person and that, they never wanted to leave you. So with that in mind, I'm going to tell you the reason why it's actually important to list the negatives of a person, because simply moving on isn't always an option for many people. They get stuck in their head and their heart trying to reconcile a lot of cognitive dissonance, and it's bloody hard to move on. So, to explain why it's important to list the negatives, usually people are still putting someone on the pedestal, which means that they only see the glossy good parts of that experience. That's often what keeps people stuck from moving on. They then may try and overcompensate by saying things like, "Oh my God, he must have been a narcissist. She must have been a serial cheater." Doesn't work. That's why I often tell people, focus on the things that actually did happen to holistically see that person as grey, as a messy human being capable of good and bad. And it's really important to understand that no one's bloody perfect and no one's all bad. That's an unhealthy attitude to have, but it's important to acknowledge that both can exist. And it's impossible for a lot of people to move on without acknowledging that. And also, if they fail to do that by bypassing, then they're not really moving on. They're just selling themselves a rationalization to avoid the pain that goes buried deep inside and will cause problems down the road.